Maybe not a controversial finish, but can you run us through the fight?
Just did the job. There's things to improve on, things to work on, but overall I'm satisfied.
Did you get out what you wanted?
Yeah, I got to hurt someone. That's it. That's all I need.
You were worried about your hand this week and said if it breaks, you just keep breaking it. You got it on ice.
Yeah, no, it's not broken. It's just a little bit inflamed. But I knew it was going to happen. As I was warming my hand up, I could feel that. I could feel it a little bit. But yeah, at that point I was just like, whatever. If it hurts, it hurts. Got to punch through the break, punch through the pain, and it's probably something I'm going to be dealing with for my whole career. We're going to have a little ice pack with me after a fight, but it's part of the business.
Can you just talk us through that moment when he took the knee? Just what you were thinking. Obviously, it was a very.
I didn't see that he took a knee. I saw him just like bending down because he was moving his body around a lot during the fight. He was ducking down. So in the heat of the moment, I feel like I got him hurt. He's bent over. I'm still hitting him. The referee didn't come in and say stop. So I'm not looking around if his knee's on the floor or not.
Was there a moment where you got worried? It seemed like you looked at his corner and sort of put your hands up. Was that the moment where you went, what's happened here? Or?
Well, afterwards, when I saw the coach jump up onto the ring, I realized, his knee was on the floor. So I kind of messed up, and I honestly didn't mean it.
Yep.
That was just me being my sportsmanship.
Good sportsmanship.
I don't want to do a dirty thing. I didn't mean it intentionally. This is boxing. I'm going to fight. In a life or death situation, if the referee hasn't said stop, then I'm still going.
Are you grateful that he didn't stay down there? Because I'm assuming if he stays down there, it's a disqualification.
Yeah, I don't know. That's all. I don't know.
George.
Well, it's a fairly big moment.
It went silent for ages. I just said anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Someone can follow it up.
What was going through your mind, George, when that all unfolded?
Yeah, look, it all happened so quick, I think, and at that moment, obviously I saw it from ringside happen, and you see Nikita's reaction, and I thought it was good sportsmanship, and Oscar Diaz. I don't think he actually hit him that hard, though. He hit him hard every other time when he was standing up, but
It was already kind of messed up.
Yeah,
To begin.
and he got up from it, but he had taken a lot of punishment up until then. I know Nikita landed a lot of really nice punches up until that moment. And, I was surprised that I wasn't surprised that the fight ended at the end of that round.
Nikita, do you feel he was like ready to go anyway? Like, he was bending over, sort of. It looked like he was trying to make up his mind whether to go down or stay up.
Yeah, I feel like the uppercut that I landed, it did a lot of damage, and he was already. If I didn't land those two shots, they still would have came in afterwards anyway.
The stuff that you've been working on in the last 18 months, are you happy you were able to showcase it? Like, did it all come out like you wanted?
Satisfied, not happy. There's still a lot of things that I didn't do correctly. There's a lot to improve on, but it's good to put it into practice. Now I know what the things that I've been working on feel like on fight night. It's very different to sparrings. So feeling it in the fight night, now I have more things to work on, to adjust, to fine tune these things that I'm trying to improve on.
George, how does that feel for you, knowing that the ceiling seems so much higher, at least for Nikita?
Yeah, look, he's so raw still, and I think that's what we often forget is that it's only a few years back the bloke was a architect. He wasn't even boxing. He wasn't even training, and he's jumped straight into a pro career. He's faced all these undefeated opponents. There is still so much more growth for him, and he's just knocked off a world-rated opponent in what I think was the most complete performance that I've seen from Nikita Tszyu. Prior to this, I thought his best boxing display was here at Newcastle as well against Dark and Dryden, and tonight I think that's the best boxing display that we've seen from Nikita Tszyu. It's the least we've seen him get hit, which is fantastic because I know that he loves to taste his own blood and get in there and mix it up, but I thought tonight he was very hard to hit and he landed some sweet punches. There was some. It was a really good performance. It was great to see Nikita, I think, at his boxing best.
What do you do next? There's big talk of people say world titles and
No,
doing
relax.
stuff like, but
Relax.
yeah, he's beat a top 15 guy. So what is the sort of path over the next couple of months?
Yeah, well, it is a fact. He's ranked that high in the world that he could fight for a world title, and an opportunity could be presented to him. But as I said, he's so raw in his professional career. He's had a lot of. There's been a lot of inactivity for him in the last few years, where I know he wants to be more active and wants to get more fights, and I agree. I think that there's so many more opportunities out there for him still. Who we choose now going forward, we'll have to sit down and have a chat, because this was such a big step up for Nikita that you can't decide his next fight prior to this, because you have to see his performance tonight, and as I said, I think it's the most complete performance I've seen from him. I do think that he's ready for another step up again, but it's having a chat with the team, having a chat with Nikita, seeing how he feels, how he's ready, when he's ready, and we'd love to get him back out as soon as he says that he wants to go again, and it'll be again another great opportunity for him to show even more growth.
Yeah, I'm still 12 fights in, like world titles.
That's raw as hell.
It's not even a conversation yet. Yes, there's a ranking, but there's still so much missing in experience. So just hold the horses, guys. We'll get there eventually.
What would you like to do?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I want to go see my wife and daughter.
What about after that?
Go to the bush.
I knew that was coming. I almost said it before you then.
Jump in a waterfall.
Yeah, done him at the water for a bit. It's all right.
No, definitely the waterfall. But
Jumping.
In
Not
no-
jump off.
Stand
not
under.
jump off. Like,
Yeah, jump under. It's all right.
if you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Barrel right off.
Not a strong.
Nah, but I'll be training. I'm gonna stay active. I like the momentum that we got at the moment. I like the obviously I need some time to rest, recuperate, but then there's work to be done. There's improvements to be made. So yeah.
There are some big cards on the horizon. Could Nikita's name be on one of those?
Yeah, look, this event tonight was the start of a huge couple of months for us, and it delivered on everything that we hoped that it would. I thought Nikita finished it fantastically, headlined the show.
Pretty much had knockouts in every fight.
Almost, yeah. And again, great performance from everybody else on the card too. So there's a lot of guys that got through their fights pretty well and be ready to fight again. And it's the same for Nikita. I think that he's pulled up pretty well. He'll obviously have his recovery. And as I said, as soon as him and the team decide that he's ready to go, we lock in a date and we roll with it. And where that falls, it all depends on how that conversation goes. But it's not a conversation for tonight. It'll be one that will happen in the coming days after he's recovered and we see how he actually is after he's jumped off a few waterfalls and
Bathed in a waterfall.
Bathed
not
in a
jumping.
waterfall.
I'm not that crazy.
no. But that's where it'll all find out. We'll find out when he's ready and we'll go from there. But again, activity for Nikita, the most complete performance that I think we've seen from him as a boxer tonight, and it's only going to keep getting better with more activity and more opportunities, and they're coming.
Away from the world titles, though, there are still some fun names that can prove a challenge, that can still sit right in his wheelhouse.
Oh, he's in a great division.
Yeah. Is like an entertaining fight with like a household name that maybe around? Is there something like that in the works, or could there be?
They're definitely in his future. They're definitely fights that we've looked at, that we've earmarked for some stage in his career. But he's in the best division in boxing for as far as the opportunities and the names and the fun names that are there. I've said it before. The guys who aren't champions in this division are probably some of the bigger draw cards and more exciting fights that you could have. So he's got a really cool bucket list that waits ahead of him for the type of fights that he can have being in this 154-pound division.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.